Hello all, welcome to Gurukul CAT 100 series, a series designed to take you from your study room to your corporate boardroom. I am Deepak and this is Daily Quant with Deepak. Hi all, welcome back to day 44 of 100 days to CAT Quant series. In this video, we'll be discussing 5 questions from geometry. So whenever a question is displayed on the screen, pause the video, try solving that question. Once you're done solving, you can resume the video. If you find this video useful, like the video, share this video with your friends who are preparing for CAT, and most importantly, for more such videos, subscribe to this channel. In case if you want to attempt these 5 questions as a test, you can log into our portal, thegurukul.org.in. The link is provided in the description below. All you need to do is you need to sign up so that you'll get an access to the course called 100 days race to CAT, in which there will be 3 sections: quant, VRC and LRDA. We will be uploading 100 tests in each section. So if you are a serious CAT 2025 aspirant, you cannot afford missing this test. So without any further delay, let's get started with the first question. Now coming to the first question, if 2, 3 and minus 6, minus 1 are endpoints of a diagonal of a rectangle, find its area if the sides are parallel to axis. Okay. So this is coordinate axis, origin. 2, 3 will be, let us say here, and minus 6, minus 1. Minus 6, minus 1. And it is given that the sides are parallel to axis. So the length should be parallel to x-axis, y should be parallel to y-axis. Similarly, parallel to x-axis, and this should be parallel to y-axis. Now if you observe, the coordinates of this point should be 2, minus 6, 3. And the coordinates of this point should be 2, minus 1. Right. Now what is the length of the rectangle? From minus 6 to 2, 8 units. Now what is the breadth of the rectangle? 3, 2 minus 1, 4 units. Now we are asked to find the area of this rectangle. 8 into 4, 32 square units should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the second question, given tan 36 degrees is approximately equal to 0.7265, which of the following is closest to the area of a regular pentagon with side 2 centimeters? So the side of the pentagon is given to be 2 centimeters, and this is a regular pentagon. You take any regular polygon, that will be a cyclic quadrilateral. For example, square, regular quadrilateral, square. Cyclic quadrilateral. Regular hexagon is also cyclic quadrilateral. Now this is a regular pentagon and this is also cyclic quadrilateral. Right? Now let me join center with the vertices. Now this total angle is 360 degrees divided into how many? 5 parts. So the measure of this angle will be 72 degrees. Done. Right. Now let me drop a perpendicular from center to this side. Right. Now this is an isosceles triangle because these two are nothing but the radius of the circle. Right. Now when I drop a perpendicular from opposite vertex to the unequal side in an isosceles triangle, that will be perpendicular and will bisect the unequal side. Right. So this will be 1 centimeter and this will be 1 centimeter. Now if this total angle is 72 degrees, this will be 36 degrees, and the measure of this angle will be 36 degrees. Right. Now given with tan 36 degrees is 0.7265. Right. Tan theta is nothing but opposite by adjacent. Right. Now if I consider this as y, right, in this triangle, tan 36 degrees 0.7265 is equal to 1 by y, or the altitude of this triangle y is equal to 1 by 0.7625. Now we know the base of the triangle, we have the length of the altitude. We can find the area of this triangle, which is nothing but half into 2 base into height, 1 by 0.7625 into how many such triangles do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the area of the pentagon will be into 5. Now these two will get cancelled. So 5 by 0.7625. Now let me consider that as 5 by 0.75, which is nothing but 3 by 4. It should be slightly more than what 6 point no, this is 20 by 3. 20 by 3 is 6.67. What is the closest value to 6.67? 6.88 should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the next question. A quarter circle with radius 4 centimeters has a circle inscribed in it as shown in the figure. Find the diameter of the circle. Now we are given that the radius of this circle is 4. Done. We are asked to find the diameter of this circle. Now let this be the center. This is R and this is R. Right. And this part is R. If this is R and this is R. Now this is R root 2. Right. And what is this distance? This is nothing but the radius of the larger circle, which is 4. So R plus root 2R is equal to 4 units. I can take R common. 1 plus root 2 is equal to 4, or the radius of the smaller circle is 4 by 1 plus root 2. But what was asked? We are asked to find the diameter of the circle. So into 2. Right. So 8 by 1 root 2 should be the answer to this question. Hence option B. Now coming to the next question, in the given figure, RS is an altitude in triangle PQR. Through T, the midpoint of RS, line segment BW is drawn perpendicular to QR. If measure of angle BTS is 55 degrees, find measure of angle PQR. Right. So RS is perpendicular to PQ, and given that BTS is 55 degrees, and T is midpoint of RS. So if this is 55 degrees, this will also be 55 degrees. And this angle will be 180 minus 55, which is 125 degrees. Right. And BW is perpendicular to QR. Now this is 90 degrees. Now we have a quadrilateral. Let this point be X. S, X, and let this point be Y. S, X, Y, Q. Right. The sum of all the four angles should be 360. Right. So we have this is 90, 90, 180. So the sum of these two angles should also be 180 degrees. So if this is 125 degrees, the measure of angle Q should be 55 degrees. Hence option A should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the next question. AC is the diameter of the circle with center O. Okay. Now let this be AC, center O. OE and OF are perpendicular to AD and AB respectively. Now what are B and D? Such that AFP, F lies between A and B and E lies between A and D. If perimeter of cyclic quadrilateral ABCD. So ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. So let me assume B here and D here. Right. So A, B, C and D is a cyclic quadrilateral. Right. And if the perimeter of the cyclic quadrilateral ABCD is P units, then what will be the perimeter of AEOF? So OE and OF are perpendicular to AD and AB. So this should be E and this should be F. Right. Now if AC is the diameter, angle ABC is nothing but angle subtended in a semicircle, and that should be a right angle. And similarly, this should be a right angle. Now if you observe, what are these two? Pair of corresponding angles. If the pair of corresponding angles are equal, these two lines are parallel. Similarly, these two lines are parallel. This is common angle for both the quadrilaterals, right? And this will be automatically equal to angle C. So I can say that these two are similar, right? Then what was asked? If the perimeter of cyclic quadrilateral ABCD is P, then what will be the perimeter of AEOF? Now if you observe, the length of the larger diagonal in this quadrilateral is R, whereas the length of the larger diagonal in the larger quadrilateral is 2R. So ratio of the sides should be in the ratio 1:2, right? So if the perimeter of the quadrilateral ABCD is P units. The perimeter of the smaller quadrilateral AEOF should be half of that. Hence, P by 2 units should be the answer to this question.
Hope you enjoyed learning from today's session.
This series is designed to help you with your CAT preparation and practice daily. We are with you in this journey.
To watch the next video, click here. And to watch Gurukul's CAT 100 series, study room to boardroom, the entire playlist, click here.
If you learned from today's session, like, share, and subscribe.